Hey everyone, Steve Morales here, and today I have another video review, and I'm actually doing Greene's Dynamik Muscle. We're doing Savage Roar, which is their pre-workout. I've been taking it for a couple weeks now, and I actually really do like the product. It doesn't have any proprietary blends, which is kind of my big deal. I typically don't want to see that stuff. So there's transparency, they're telling you what's in it. As far as the ingredients here, beta-alanine is one of the first ingredients, so that has the most, 3.2 grams. So beta-alanine converts to carnosine in the body, and what that's going to do is it's just going to increase endurance. So increase endurance, and then it's just going to offer a little bit of protection against lactic acid buildup when you're going through that workout. So we have that first. Citrulline malate, I mean, that's just kind of converting into arginine, so you're getting that pump out of that, because we're getting that vasodilation out of that, because L-arginine is going to convert into nitric oxide. After that, we have N-acetyl L-tyrosine. We have 500 milligrams of that. Really, with this, we're just getting an increase in cognition, right? Cognitive performance, because when you're going through the workout, a lot of times as you start to go through, you start getting really tired. So this just keeps you alert and awake when you're going through that. Then we have L-carnitine tartrate. We have 500 milligrams of that. Brain booster here, it's the same thing. It's kind of like not necessarily a stimulant, but it's just basically keeping you alert. Some studies are showing that there's fat burning properties with this, but the correlation is kind of off, because a lot of times take a product like this, you're just doing more, so of course you're burning more fat. After that, we have caffeine. You have 300 milligrams. So with that, if you're caffeine sensitive, you're not going to take the full scoop of this. I mean, I do want to know it's going to be a pretty intense day, and I haven't had any other type of caffeine. But if I have had some type of caffeine, or it's just going to be a lighter workout or something like that, I usually take half a scoop, right? So then we got 150 milligrams of caffeine. So like I said, if you're caffeine sensitive, you might want to start with half a scoop and then slowly increase to just see how your body responds to it. After that, we have orchillion, and this is an extract from an orchid. Now this is where a lot of these products get a little bit weird, because there's not a ton of studies on this. And what they're saying with this is it's actually just going to increase vasodilation, right? So we're getting a little bit more of a pump, and then a little bit of a stimulant from it. So we're kind of layering on some of these stimulants now at this point. As far as what I feel when I'm taking it, I definitely feel the alertness and stuff like that. But that's, I mean, the big one is just the caffeine. So they do have that in there, and that's at 125 milligrams. Can't find a ton of studies on this. This is a Chinese medicinal herb that they've chosen to go with. Hordenine, 50 milligrams of that. Stimulant, same thing. We're just kind of layering on. But with this too, there's not a lot of studies on it. I couldn't really find much on it. So, but it's not a ton in there. Bitter orange extract. This you're getting an increase in not only blood pressure, but in heart rate. So you've layered on a stimulant, and then you're doing this. Now your body's pumping more blood quicker, because you've had that increase in blood pressure and increase in heart rate. So that goes along with the caffeine or any type of stimulant also. So definitely feel the effects of that. So like I said, if you're caffeine sensitive, or if you're taking any type of blood pressure medication or anything like that, not the product for you. Definitely not something that you want to put yourself on. And the last one is just black pepper fruit extract, bioprenin, or biopyrene. With this one, typically the way they're using it, just because with regular black pepper, it does increase the absorption of your food. So that's one of the reasons why they tell you to put it on your food, is because it's actually going to help pump out some of the gastric juices that you have going on in your stomach, so you can absorb your food better. With this, they're putting it in here because they want you to absorb this product a little bit better. So I have the Forceful Fruit Punch here. Taste is pretty good. The other ingredients with it, though, I mean, it's citric acid, natural and artificial flavors. I personally don't like seeing that, just because with that you don't know what they're putting in it. Could be a whole bunch of chemicals. But it does have the acyl sulfame K, just a potassium, basically sugar-free. It's kind of like sucralose. It's 1/3 as sweet as sucralose. If you don't like synthetic-based sweeteners, this has that in there. It's not sweetened with stevia or anything like that, although I wish it was, but it doesn't have that. So it's kind of just like taking Splenda. Very, very similar. I haven't seen anything that said it's as harmful as aspartame, so not nearly as harmful. 1/3 as sweet as sucralose though, which is Splenda. So this has a little bit of a sharp edge, so it's sweet and then it's kind of bitter after you swallow a little bit. But other than that, I mean, it definitely is a decent product. I personally really, really like it. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody that is caffeine sensitive or is taking blood pressure medication or anything like that. Helps me get through my workouts. I don't have a huge crash like I do with some other pre-workouts because they pump in so much caffeine. Later, I just crash out and I feel weird, like C4. I can't take that stuff because I get really, really shaky, and then later I feel awful. This is similar to pre-gym, which by far has been the best pre-workout that I've taken. But this is very, very close. So if you have any questions or any comments like that, please do that below. This is Stephen Morales. Like I said, this is Dynamik Muscle. This is Kai Greene's product, and this is the Savage Roar. Thanks for watching.